Creativity is usually defined as coming up with new ideas or linking things together in a new way. Looking around you now, almost everything that you can see has been created by people, and the first time that they were made, that act of making was a creative act. The person who thought of making them was being creative. Is that true for everything you can see? Maybe some were copies of other existing things. Maybe only the first thing was creative, or maybe the copy was in itself a creative departure from or improvement upon the first thing. Novelty is an important part of creativity. When we are trying to be creative, we can feel ourselves coming up with ideas and rapidly discarding them, searching for the novel idea amongst other ideas. Many ideas are novel, but we discard those too because we cannot see how they help, or they do not feel right. Sometimes a novel idea just won't work. The second part of creativity is to recognise the useful novel idea and to be able to reject the not so useful ideas. This is where expertise helps. To know that an idea is not going to be useful, it helps to have a lot of experience and skill in a domain. Having recognised that a novel idea is useful, then we have to build on it, to develop it. Now, the emphasis changes from being novel to following skilled pathways to turn the idea in our minds into something in the world to share with others. Again, skill and expertise are essential here. The difficult and frustrating thing about trying to be creative is the first step, coming up with novel ideas. Our thoughts are biased towards being mundane, because most of the time, that is what we need to be. No one would be safe crossing the road in a creative way, and you would not want your bus driver to be creative. Even making a cup of tea creatively could be dangerous. When we want to be creative, we have to enter a different way of thinking, one that puts aside the mundane to come up with unusual ideas or to see usual things in unfamiliar ways. Artists do this all the time, and the best artists are experts at this and have well worked out techniques already that work for them, but their ability to articulate how this works is often limited, sometimes in part because they gain little from exposing these ideas to others. At the same time, many artists have found a way to share and even to teach these techniques. The 12 principles are an attempt to do just that, to share these ideas more widely, allowing you to take something in mind and to have easy ways to change it so that you can think of it afresh. It is to offer you a technique, or something like a skill set for doing so, a toolkit which you can reach into whenever you feel the need. The main point of these principles is to help you to generate and refine the initial novel ideas. They cannot help you choose the right one or to turn it into movement, because those skills are the skills that you learn as dancers over thousands of hours of practice. But by providing seeds that you are able to grow, they can expand your movement repertoire.